Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 123 of Direwolf20's Let's Play series, where today I plan to automate this here ritual, and probably this one as well, from Nature's Aura. That's the plan. I should start by checking in on the colony. How's everybody doing over here? We haven't been here since last episode, basically. The wool farm, I could have sworn I had that covered in terms of resources that they needed. Who's working on you at the moment? He's working on Shepherd. Where is he? What's he doing? He should be done with Shepherd by now. Guess we'll just wait and see. I don't know where he is. I don't super know where he is. Guess we'll have to figure out where's Yisrael. I'm gonna recall him. There you are, buddy. What's up? You got everything you need? You working? You doing your job? I guess we'll find out. I'll give him a little bit of time. I think we're still waiting on all the research, so I don't think we have a lot to do in mine colonies at the moment, but we will as soon as all this research is done, right? Yeah. So you're working on Technology tab. You're working on Rainbow Heaven, which has an hour left. So it'll be a little bit while before we can get the Dyer's Hut. The other two that we're working on, the Combat Academy and stuff, might be doable soon, but we'll see. So, Yisrael, what are you doing? Are you not the one working on that? I thought you were. I guess we'll just wait and see if he starts to decide he's working on it. Seems to be wandering a little bit. He's getting a little bit funny about doing his work. See, yeah, Shepherd 4 is what he's working on. How's Yisrael doing? He's fine. I think he's got everything he needed. Oh well, maybe he's just a little bit gummed up. I don't know why he's wandering so aimlessly. Does he have any requests? Is he waiting for something? I don't know. I'm gonna recall him again, see if that gets his self in gear. Hi-ho. Alright, you better take care of it. Well, let me sleep through this rain, and then we're gonna automate that Nature's Aura ritual thingy, which should be a lot of fun. So let's get started. So what I'm thinking I'd like to do is make this nice and purty looking. I want to keep it as clean as possible. So, I want to use a lot of entangled blocks so that we don't have to worry about seeing all the cabling and stuff, because basically these are not full-size blocks, so if I was going to have pipes under here, it would, you know, you'd see the pipe and that wouldn't be as nice looking, right? So I want to make this look nice. I want to, like, you know, keep it clean is the gist. One more thing I noticed, by the way, is extraction modules, or any modules it looks like from the mod, look like they store their data on NBT. So they won't stack if you've modified them, which is kind of a bummer. They will stack if you haven't modified them yet, though. So I made a request to LPEC, and he thought it was a good idea to just make one of those, like, you know, craft it by itself to reset NBT deals. So that'll probably be added in a future version, which would be cool. So what I'm going to do is clear out the area under here real quick with a little bit of a 3x3 doohickey. Right? That seem fair? Just want to make sure I don't accidentally break anything I don't want to break. There we go. That feels pretty good. Yes? Cool. So then here, right? And let's break them all so we know exactly where each thing is, and then we'll be sure that we've cleared enough terrain. Now, this is temporarily being removed just so I can visualize where the blocks are and set up the bindings, right? But basically, I'd like there to be a binding underneath each dude, right? That seem cool? Yeah, buddy. That's feeling pretty good to me. So those are each of your wooden stands. I had to look at what they're called. And then how do we... Block selected. Boom. Nice. Block selected. Boom. selected and bound. This is how we're going to automate this stuff. And my goal, like I said, is to automate all the aspects of Nature's Aura so that anytime we want to craft something, it's easy peasy. Look cool? All right, now in addition to this, I want to clear back through here because I'm pretty sure we'll run across our network receiver. Perfect. That looks good. And we're going to get some cables. Not those kind of cables. These kind of cables. We might want more of those kind of cables. And we're going to want a crafter, at least. Iron crafter should be good enough. And if it's not, then we'll just upgrade to a gold later. Yeah. Or, well, let's just go for broken do gold. Does that sound fair? I don't see why not. Now, hopefully, this will be set up in such a way that we can do like the blocking mode kind of thing. Refined storage has something like that, doesn't it? I'm actually not 100% sure, but I guess we'll find out. But I think what I'll do is, should we put the chest here-ish? That seems kind of cool. Yeah, I'm just trying to think about how the piping would look, but I think that works. Yeah, does it have a blocking mode kind of deal? That's a good question. All right, let's hold off on worrying too much about blocking mode, but I'm thinking we might be able to do something with crafter mode, so like redstone pulse inserts next set, or lock after, you know, something like that. So what we could do is like lock the crafter if there's any items in the chest, or we could send a pulse when the chest is empty kind of deal. There's a couple ways to do that, I think. Yeah, that's probably the route we'll wind up going with a little bit of a redstone-y contraption if we get to a point where we run into a problem with this, right? Because depending on how well it works, it may or may not become a problem if we insert two sets of crafting resources at the same time, right? So my thought is, let's not worry about it now. We'll deal with it at some point in the future. So we'll hold off on that, right? So boop, and then you're ready to go, and that looks cool. So now let's set up our pretty pipes, right? So you guys are going to wind up, I think, how do I want to run this? Do I want to run it on the outside of everything? That seems like a good move to me, right? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run it on the outer edge of the room so that he can kind of keep the center of the room free. I think would be a good move right there. Cool. Let's make sure we have plenty of pretty pipes. Boom. Okay. Now we're going to want to filter all these, and we'll set that up in a minute. But just give me a sec to get all the piping in. Perfect. Now we want to insert medium filters in all of these, and what we want them to be, and I would super love it if I could change these, but we want to do that, and then we want to come over here and set it to allowed mode. So I started with this one. Let's just not forget that. Boom. Allowed mode. Boom. Allowed mode. There we go. So now, literally nothing should be allowed anywhere, right? Well, now literally nothing should be allowed anywhere. That's cool. All right, perfect. So if I were to now put the high extraction module, is this the one that's already configured? I guess we'll find out. Disallowed mode. Aha. Let's put this one in here. I want to use the one that's already configured. Well, okay, both of them look like that. Okay, whatever. So I want you in disallowed mode. You're going to extract everything, right? So there's no filter on what you can extract. So if I put a, stone brick in there, nothing, right? I come over here and I say, hey, you're allowed to have stone bricks. All of a sudden, he should go. And that's pretty cool. And let's also do the speed upgrade, because I really feel like that would be the right route to take right now. Right? So hey, look at that. It even renders the thing on... That's awesome. That is cool. It even renders the little block on top. That's fancy times. Boom. Ba-doop. Right? Now, it also will not put another stone brick in there, right? So the stone brick is staying in here. It won't send the next one until this one is used up. And that's another, obviously, very important note, because we don't want that to happen. And that's good that it's not happening. Because, again, if we had, like I said last episode, if we had a recipe that required like 2 of something, like 2 gold leaf, we wouldn't want 2 gold leaf to go into this block. We want 1 on this one and then 1 on that one. So that works beautifully. So now let's remove the stone brick module. And now let's plan for the next part of this build. So that'll be the whitelisting of items into that. So that gets all of the wooden parts automated. We've already automated the golden powder, right? With the barrels and the things. We might want to set like a keep in stock kind of dude. And what I'll probably do is have an interface. Let's do it that way. And we will keep gold powder in stock. Deal? I like that plan. So we get an interface. We remove you, Mr. Barrel. You guys thought I was going to have a vanilla item as part of this, didn't you? And then we get some cables. Actually, yeah, that works. I can still run under that, right? Yeah. Beautiful. Nice. And then we're going to have the gold. Do we have any in there? We have some gold leaf, but I'm gonna deal with that in a minute. So let's do. So if I do that, you should do that, and then if I come up here just to validate, hooray! And then it's 6 remaining. Perfect, 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 perfect. So I'll probably make that like a higher number or something. I don't know if there's a mouse wheelie way to do that. Oh look, yeah, cool. 16 sound like a number that we like. I like that number. It seems like a good number. And then we'll automate that thing to make the gold powder in a minute. But first I want to get the tree placing and the blood magic ritual. So let's do this. Blood magic rituals. So we want more ritual stone and a master ritual stone, right? So boom, there's your master. And I'm pretty sure, what is it, 8 that we're going to need? Let's make like 10-ish. Oh yeah, you do that annoying thing. Missing 38, available 2. Now we should have these automated still. So everything should be cool over here, right? So we get the... I'll just take the 32 of these. And I never did get around to like the automating of this bit, but this should start cooking now, right? Isn't this whole thing ready to go? Oh, do I have my... I might have my thing off. Is that what's up? I guess so. Cool. Alright, well now we're getting LP in there. I think I turned that off a while ago when we stopped doing blood magic for a bit. And let's just check our divination sigil real quick. We're still pretty good in LP. And look, it's auto-crafting as expected now. Beautiful. Put my orb in there for now. Alright, so ritual stones. Let's just make them by hand, which seems, you know, awful, but what are you going to do? That should be fine. Cool. And then we can do, we're going to want the ritual tinkerer and the ritual diviner, right? Where's that thing? Here it is. Nice. Inventory problems as usual. That's what happens, folks. All right, what I want to do then is as follows. I think underneath this, so I'm going to remove this guy right here. Why is there polished andesite there? Seems like a weird thing to be. Is that something that spawns in like World Gen? Polished andesite? Oh, it's that spawner thingy. Okay. No, that makes sense. Like, what's up with that? Okay. You're set to Serenade of the Nether. Full Spring, Green Grove. That's what we want. Nice. Okay, cool. So you can go away, and then we need to get our bag going. And actually, while you're here, this can go away. These guys. Trying to keep a clean inventory. Not as easy as it looks, believe it or not. Because it's me. All right, we don't need the binders no more, or the ritual tinker. Probably don't need our pipe wrench at the moment. And this guy. Actually, I do want my ritual tinker still. And then I need my weak activation crystal, right? So you are in define area, right? Right-click on an active master ritual stone to cycle what area of the ritual you want to modify. Then click on the 2 corners of the new range. You want to set the range. Cool. Can I not make the range the same? I guess I could do this. Is it working? I don't know. So what I could do... Interesting. It's bad at feedback, would be my feedback. It's bad at feedback. It tells me the first block has been stored. I guess we'll see if that works. So when we activate it, we'll know if it's working. Because if I put a sapling there, it should grow very quickly. And that'll tell me if it's working. And if it is, cool. And if it's not, yeah. Oh, hello. What's that? Yeah, no, that's not what we want. Growth, the area that the ritual will grow plants. I think the ritual has to be activated before we can mess with the range then. There we go. The block range given is too far. It needs to be within a vertical range of 4 blocks and a horizontal range of 4 blocks. Boo! Boo, too far. Boo. I think 1 higher we should be cool, right? Let's see. Master Ritual Stone. So that means we need this guy back. And this is going to be annoying because I won't be able to... Okay, I can fix it. I'm good. Sarah did this to do, and then I'm gonna have to access this from underground. Wrong yellow sigil. So there we go. Master Ritual Stone. Bop, 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 bop. Then activate it. Boop. Brush of Energy. Then Tinkerer. Boop, boop. New range successfully set. Beautiful. And now we should be good times. And you should be running, yes, sir? In theory, that should be happening. Yeah, like that's your range. So, you know, thing. Do thing. I'm wondering if it's a lightness issue. So I'm going to sleep and see if it kicks into gear. If it grows much quicker at night. And it might just be that like a 1x1 area is not ideal for this ritual. And in that case, I'll do the 3x3 there. And that shouldn't be a problem. But it's running, right? The area within which the ritual will grow plants. So what if we did this? Should that be working? Stage 0. I would think that would be working. We have plenty of essence. Why you no grow? Oh, there we go. And I saw particle effects too. I totally saw particle effects, right? We saw a little green flash. Let's get our deforester and just test. Not quite as fast as I would want it to be. I thought that would be quicker, honestly. I feel like... Am I crazy? Wasn't it like way faster over there? It's definitely getting some green particle effects, so that's cool. But it seems super slow. Why are you so slow, Ritual? It was so fast over at the tree farm, wasn't it? It was like almost instant. Yeah, I just turned this one on and like trees grew like crazy. Look at them go. Yeah. Banana speed. So, I mean, this one, it grows. It's just not nearly as fast as I would have hoped it to be. I mean, I could just... what I could do, if I wanted to... If we made it a little... I want to see if it's working at all on a 1x1 area. I'm worried it's trying to... Let me just give that a minute. Yeah, so it's still pretty slow. It's not fast by any stretch of the imagination at all. It's definitely not fast. So I'm thinking about how I can handle that. Can you tick accelerate a blood magic ritual? Asking for a friend. And yeah, I was just playing with the lever. Don't worry about that being there. I did not have the ritual disabled. All right, just wondering if this is an option. Might be a little ridiculous of a question, but that seems pretty good, right? I think that's a route. I think that works. Okay. Leave a couple rats down there. Everybody wins. Everybody wins. I like that. Leave a couple rats down there. So can I do this with like 2 rats? Because what do we got? I've got 5 rats left, right? So if I take 3 of them and leave 2 there, how's the speed feel? How's the speed feel? How's the speed feel? Because the 5 was great, right? Obviously. That's pretty good still, right? I want to do a couple iterations of it. Hey, yeast roll, finish the shepherd. Thanks, buddy. I knew you'd figure it out. There we go. Yeah, no, I think that's pretty fast, right? That feels pretty good and fast. It's not hyper quick. Now all of a sudden it's not working. No, we still have LP, so that's good. Yeah, if we really want it to be like super quick, we might want... I mean, it's quick. Don't get me wrong. It's just not hyper quick, which is what I'm looking for. Because this is auto crafting, right? I don't want to wait forever. I want to craft and be done. Let's go, kind of deal. All right. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm being a little conservative with my rats, but I could totally get more rats. All right, I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, cool. So next step will be placing the sapling, right? That's going to be an important step. We want to place saplings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a sapling part of the recipe. So when I request, for example, a token of fear, I'm going to make sure that the sapling is part of the recipe. The sapling will go in the chest, and we will whitelist the sapling into the sapling placer. And what I think I'm going to use is the builder from RF Tools, is kind of my thought process here. So what I should be able to do is plop a builder right here, and if we got a shape card, right? Control click that bad boy. If we got a shape card, now select the first corner. Now select the second corner. Boom. Cool. Now if I insert this guy into here, and you know what? Actually, let's change that. What I'm going to want is a flux point, because you need power. There's a reason I'm doing what I'm doing. You go here. Okay. We're going to now select the first corner. Right? So this guy is a solid box 1x1 by 1 dimension with an offset 351, which is relative to this thing, right? Now I put a chest here. I don't love the chest being there, though, is the problem. I can fix it with the wrench, and then it won't be a problem. Okay, and then a pretty pipe here, and then the wrench does that, and then you get a medium filter. Okay. And your medium filter is saplings. Cool. Now watch what happens when we put a sapling in this chest. You ready? I'm going to go up here. I'm going to place this block just to demonstrate because I want to show you a working in progress, right? But if I do that, okay, you should be extracting the sapling from the chest, and you're not, and I want to know why. Because I put you in disallow mode. Haha, that's why. Yeah, it's disallowed by default, I forgot. All right, so now I come up here. Watch what happens when I break the block. In theory. You might need to be set to always runish mode. Keep running with redstone signal. Ignored. Is that enough to place it? Or keep running with redstone signal actually means you need a redstone signal applied. We can do that. I'd like to, let's see, if I do that, he still didn't place, right? I'm just making sure that we actually need a redstone signal, and it's just not, like, mislabeled. On to activate, boom. Oh, the car's not in there, that's why. Haha. Aha! And look, he's running. Nice. Now, can I keep you running without a redstone signal? I feel like I can. Right, so watch what happens. When the sapling's gone, boom, it automatically places another. Huh? Cool? Cool? So when the sapling goes in here, boom, bada boom. Rats! Speaking of rats, needing more rats, but no, I'm not going to get rats that way. I will get rat food that way. Okay. So that is the next major step complete. Cool. So now we've got all the pieces there. Let's put it together. So let's go get a crafting recipe set up. So we need two things, right? We need sorrow. That's interesting. It's not populating the thing on the right. That's a bummer. Do you think this works? Yes. Cool. Oh, he's putting it over there. That's why. Okay. So it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Feather, soul sand, gold leaf. Feather, soul sand, gold leaf. And then that. And that. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay. And then you, token of fear, we just remove, or sorrow. And then we can drag that in there and make a 2 and that. Cool. I don't know which chest it's going to be, so I need to go do it manually. I could label this guy, but meh. Perfect. Okay. Now we have to add these things that we need to each of the inputs, right? So if we wanted a token of sorrow, for example, that's missing bottled sunlight, but we can... Do we not have any bottled sunlight? I thought we did. I might have left it in here. I totally did. Boop-a-doop. Okay. So now if I want sorrow, it's going to do that, right? And watch this, right? So what it's going to do is it planted the tree already, which I don't super want, so I'm going to hold off on that. We're going to tell you to hold off for a minute, buddy. I'll put the tree in there in a minute, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each of these items that are in here, and we're going to go add them to all the whitelists. Okay? Just so that we're ready for that. Hey, don't do that. Cool, cool, cool. And the lead can go away, and that looks nice and clean now. Probably don't need you no mores. Perfect. All right, so let's do... Okay, so you're going to get the raw meat. You're going to get the gold leaf. You're going to get the cod. You're going to get the glass. you're gonna get the ghast here, and you're gonna get the sunlight. Cool. And we're gonna take a quick nap. Perfect. So now we should be pretty cool. So if I go ahead and put all these items back in here, along with the sapling, it grows, and look, it's working! It's working! It worked! How cool was that? It 100% worked. Fully automated. Now we just need to vacuum it up and we should be cool? I think we should be cool then, right? Now we have an interface right here, so can't we just do this? So that when these drop, they get vacuum hoppered? Haha! Haha! And that's cool, right? And then the same deal with the token of fear, right? We hit start on that dude. He's going to place the sapling, probably, right? I think. Oh, you're in redstone pulse inserts next mode. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Okay. No, I want you in ignore redstone. Cool. Cool. All right, so now we have to add a couple things here. So first off, I didn't want you growing yet, but you grew nice and quick, so I'm very appreciative of that. I probably shouldn't have put away my axe just yet, because we knew we were still playing with things. There you are, buddy. Oh, and we need more gold leaf stuff. Which we need to automate soon, but for now I'll just do this. And that should work, right? So, looks like you... That's fine, we can leave this as is, and that's fine as well. So we're going to want this guy... Cool. So, empty hand, rotten flesh. That one had the thing on it already, right? Yes. So then you will be soul sand, you can be feather, and you can be bone. Right? And then you'll get sapling. You'll be placed. Put that in there. And it's the tree growth effect that we're looking for, so, you know. I'll just place it manually for now. And that should be cool. Nice! Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about, right? That is awesome. So that's automated Nature's Aura crafting. Cool? And then we just have to do something similar over here for the natural altar to make it, you know, behave. I could just, you know, change the item routers to go instead of from chests to the altar. We could just move those chests down and make them like an interface and a crafter dude. All right, so I'm going to call that wrapping up point for the episode. So we can now get a bunch of dirt and fill all this in because it's super not needed to be here, right? I can add the other crafting mechanics to this guy. No problemo, right? And that is pretty cool. So just to validate, right, if we wanted another token of sorrow, we're missing a single gold leaf, which we'll just go get for a second. I'll handle a couple more automations here in a bit. Right, so I put the gold leaf in. We ask for tokens of sorrow. Doot, doot, doot. And what we should get... Oh, wow, that was quick. That was quick. He grew quicker than I expected him to. I guess that's a potential flaw in the system. That I might want to make sure the sapling gets placed last. We'll see. I didn't expect the sapling to grow that quickly. So it can occasionally fail. I'll think about a way to maybe fix that. I'm debating how big of a problem that might be. We'll see. I mean, if it happened once, it can happen again, and that's the problem. So we'll have to think about a solution there. There's a priority system, but I don't think it'll work. It's more for, like, you know, routing to an inventory and going into the first one in the second. So I don't know if that's a thing. We might want to just see about placing the sapling second, you know, or another. There's other ways to handle it, but we'll figure it out. For now, wrapping up point, though. Devil20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We will come back next time and automate more of Nature's Aura and also progress through Nature's Aura a little bit more and all that good stuff. All right, guys. I might automate this off camera just for funs. Take it easy.